Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 69. So before I get started, I do just want to say that this channel, my YouTube channel, is where I show you all what that I have been making, and I tell you, where I got the pattern from, what I used to make it. I don't do tutorials right now. I might one day in the future, never say never. I'm not sure. I don't really make my own patterns. I enjoy following others' patterns that I find. But I do tweak patterns sometimes, and I do share with you how I do that. But as far as tutorials go, I don't do those right now. I did want to say that because I did have a couple questions. I've been getting a lot of new viewers, and I just wanted to share what my channel is all about in case you didn't know. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because it's been a few days or a week or so, I'm not sure, since I made a video, and I wanted to share with you all what that I have been up to. I've got a few little things done, so I'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I made is called Ayla, I think. That's how you say that. The Small Mermaid, and it is by Chai Coffee Crochet. And it is free on their blog, and I think that is super cute. It says on their blog that it should only take about 2 hours to make this, and I do agree that that's around the time that it took me to make it. It's very, very quick to make and very simple. I used a 3.75 millimeter hook, and I think those are around 8 millimeter eyes. And I used Big Twist in the color cream for the skin tone, forest green for the tail, Bravo worsted weight yarn in the color gingerbread for the hair, and then for this little top of her shirt and the little hair bow there, I used a piece of the Red Heart Super Saver stripes and fruity stripe for that. And yeah, so this is what it's looking like. I think it's really cute. I like how it has the little bangs there in the front, and then it's got the braid. Now the back of it doesn't look as good as the front because there is a big color jog, and you can take your yarn tail and fix all that, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But she is really, really cute. My little niece really likes mermaids, so this will go to her eventually. And I think that she will really like it. And this designer actually has all kinds of different people that you can make that I want to try eventually. Not just mermaids. Like, there's actual, like, people with legs. So, very cute patterns on their website. And I'll have it linked below, as well as everything that I talk about. So, now, the next thing that I made is I was gifted some patterns from Jo over at Jo's Web, and I will have her YouTube linked below. And I made her Leggy Frog 2.0, and I think he is so cute. I love how that he has like this big tummy, like he's shaped different than the original Leggy Froggies that you see a lot of people make. I like how much simpler that the legs and the hands are, the feet and the hands. He was a lot of fun to work up, and he was very, very quick. So, if you want something quick to make, she does have the written pattern on her Etsy shop as well as a YouTube tutorial. I used a bulky number 5 yarn. It was Premier Basics Chunky with a 6 millimeter hook. So I think the pattern is written for like a number 6 weight yarn, if I'm remembering right. So it probably comes out better because it's completely no sew. Like, I love how she closes up the bottom. Like, you don't have to sew on anything except for your ending tail. So that is very, very awesome. I love it so much. I think it's so cute. And like I said, I really like the body shape. Now, she does have in her pattern where that you can give it a little belly button, which is really, really cute. But I have never mastered the French knot. Like, I can't do it. I don't know how. I have tried and I tried on this one and I just can't get it to look right, but I did really enjoy making this. So thank you so much, Joe, for gifting me this pattern and allowing me to make it. And now the other thing that I made is also by Joe over at Joe's Web, and it is her Leggy Spider. And it also she also has a separate pattern for her Crochet Eye, and I did that on my Leggy Spider. And now I have to fix his little legs because he's been sitting down, but I love it so much. I think it's so cute, and I love this crocheted eye. Like, I have not made a lot of crocheted eyes, and I'm not sure if I've ever made one like this, and I really want to try it like in a smaller yarn just to see how that it looks and how big it is, and maybe use this in the future again. I think that it is so cute, and it really brings this little spider to life. I love it. Now, I did give him a little smile, so he's a happy spider. I used a 6mm hook on this for the spider, and Premier Basics Chunky again in the color teal. And then for the eyes, I used a 3.25mm hook, and I used some scrap like worsted weight yarn for the eye there, or eyes. And I think that it turned out super cute. Now this one, the Leggy Frog 2.0, I think anybody could really do that. Like, it's so easy. This one was a little bit more challenging with the legs, the way that the legs are made, but it's still a simple pattern. And like I said, she does have a YouTube tutorial as well as the written pattern on her Etsy shop, and I will have it linked below too. The Crocheted Eye is actually a separate pattern, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think that it's so cute though. Like, I really love how that she did that. It's very simple to do, and it's very cute. And like I said, I want to make it again. I want to make the eyes again and try them on something in the future, because I just think they're so cute. Like, it's just so cute. I love it. I love it so much. So thank you again, Joe, for sharing those patterns with me. I was so excited to be able to make them. Now the next thing that I made is a little hanging basket for my crochet cart. And now I made this up completely on my own. I didn't follow a pattern, but I have seen fabric baskets that people hang. But I decided just to make my own, and it is for yarn scraps. And as you can tell, I already have some yarn scraps in there. And like I said, it just hangs on my cart, and I just throw my yarn scraps in there because my husband says that they are everywhere. He finds them everywhere. And I think maybe it would be better to have something like this beside of me to throw them in. So I used Mary Maxim's Aspen yarn, which is a 5-weight yarn, and I used 2 strands held together. Now this is a like roving style yarn, so it goes from thick to thin, but it still worked out really well. It's still very sturdy. I have some of it left, and I'm thinking that I might want to make a basket with the rest of it, like a small one, because this yarn is very pretty. I really like it. It's got different shades mixed in, and this color is called Fireside. And did I say I used a 6mm hook? And so all I did is I increased up to 24, and then I did 8 rows just straight up, no back loops, just straight up of single crochet around, and then I put double crochet because it's 24, so I did 6 double crochets across the back, and then 6 single crochets in the front. So 6 single, 6 double around, and then I repeated that. So I did 2 rows of that, and that probably didn't make any sense whatsoever, but like I said, it's just a little basket, and it hangs like this, and I'll just throw my yarn scraps in it. So it works out fine until I can get something better. I do have like a little hanging basket like this that hangs on the back of my bed frame that I put my glasses and my phone in. And that works out really well too, because I don't have a nightstand on my side of the bed. Alright, and so the next thing, or the last thing that I made to share with you all, and it's actually still a work in progress because I'm not sure about it. So I will say this, I am actively working on my husband's blanket. I'm trying to get that done. I'm trying so hard. I'm not going to show it in this video because it's very big. I only have 2.5 repeats to go, so it's almost done. So next time that I do a podcast, hopefully I will be able to share with you a finished blanket. I really hope so. But like I said, I will wait until it's done to share it with you all again. But I did get a new book, and it is the Crochet Impkins book by Megan Lapp, and I love this book so much. It's so beautiful. So this book is kind of expensive. I think it's about $27 on Amazon. My work actually has like gift cards sometimes that you can get, and I cashed one of them out and I got to get this book, so I was really happy about that because otherwise I would have had to waited. But it's a very good book. I really like it a lot. The pictures are just gorgeous, like just to look at. Like, look how pretty the photography is in this book. It's just absolutely beautiful. If I can just find some of these full page, like, that is just so pretty. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole entire book because Sam over at Memphis Makes did a book look of this, and she did an excellent job. So I will have her video linked below, so if you want a in-depth video about this book, she did a great job in sharing about this book. Also, I did want to give a little bit of a shout out to Roomy Meal Crochet, which is Cindy. Let me just make sure that I said her YouTube channel name right. Yes, the Roomy Meal Crochet, and I will have her channel linked below. She did a video of her top 10 favorite amigurumi books, and this was one of them. And she did talk a little bit about this book, and I highly suggest that you go and check her out as well, because she is a fairly new crochet video maker. And her videos are so much fun to watch. So like I said, go and check out Sam from Memphis Makes, and also Cindy over at the Roomy Meal Crochet, and I will have their channels linked below. But anyway, back to this book. It's so cute. I love it so much, and I was so excited that I had to make one. Now in this it says over 1 million combinations. Yes, really it says. And I believe that. I believe that there are a ton of combinations. Like, it has different body styles, and then there's different pieces that you can add onto it, different arms. There's like a sitting body and a standing body, and then it has like all of these you know, different accessories. You can make them look different, turn them into a turtle, a goat, a dragon. There's one that looks like a cat. There's like a little ninja, one that looks like an elephant. Like, they are so adorable, so adorable. There's one, and I can't help it, I keep showing you pictures when I said I wasn't going to. Now let me see if I can find the one that I made. This is the one that I fell in love with, and it's also the one that's on the front cover. I better not show the pattern, but it is also the one that's on the front cover, and I just fell in love with that one, and I was like, I have to make that. I love the way that this mushroom hat looks. I love the way that the shape of it, I love everything about it. And like I said, or if I didn't say, this book is by Megan Lapp, or Crafty Intentions on Etsy. She does have an Etsy store as well. That's where you can buy some of these patterns. And I did see like if you don't want the book, but you do want to make some of her Impkins, she does have a listing for some of her Impkins on Etsy as well. Now, looking at this body, I thought this body's going to be so simple. It's going to work up so fast. I thought, oh, 2 hours tops. 2 hours tops. No, it took me 3 hours. 3 hours. Maybe over 3 hours. And that's without really taking any breaks to make this body. And I still messed up on it. Like, it's not completely ripe at all. He kind of looks like he has an abscess tooth on this side. So I think I got a little off on my rows. Y'all, I know to use my highlighter tape. I know to mark my rows, which row I'm on. But I didn't. I thought, oh, I'll remember because every row is different. Every row and her patterns are different. This book and her patterns in general, I think that a beginner could do it, but I think that you would get very frustrated because it's not your typical amigurumi pattern writing. It is very different than any patterns that I have really worked with, the way that she writes her patterns. And I think it's because of the shaping that she does. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, she could have wrote that a little simpler, so it's not like increase up to 12 and then 1 increase, 2 increase. It's not like that. Her patterns are not written like that at all. I was talking to my husband about that, and he said, so it's like Common Core for math? And I was like, maybe a little bit, but maybe not as harsh as that. Because, you still get something cute out of it, but I feel like her patterns could be written just a little bit simpler and more common pattern language, I guess you could say. But the end result is super, super cute, even if I think I did mess up on him. Now, I did put a pipe cleaner down in there because she does suggest doing that because the hats are heavy when you make a hat for them, and it will weigh the head down. For some reason, I have noticed that a lot of designers that I enjoy and some people's books that I own, they really make their necks on their amigurumis very small. And I don't understand that because I've never seen any animal or any human being with a little tiny skinny neck. Like, you have to have, obviously my neck is kind of small, but it's still wide enough to hold my head up. You know what I mean? So I did not increase or decrease as much as she did in this neck area. I always do that on all the patterns that I notice that they decrease too far. I do not. Now, that is not where I messed up at. I messed up somehow up in this head part. Somehow up in there is where I messed up at. But like I said, he is really, really cute. He does stand up decent. Well, not in my hand, but like he will kind of stand up if you position his legs right and stuff. More than likely have to be leaned on something. I did use these glitter eyes that I got from Amazon. They have like the inserts that you put in them, and that is one of the reasons that I really, really like her patterns, is because she uses huge eyes on little tiny things, and they're so cute. Now, I feel like I said a lot of negatives, and there really isn't any negatives about this book. Like, I completely highly recommend it. I just want people to be aware, because I had never done a Crafty Intentions or Megan Lapp pattern before I got her Dragons book, her Myths and Legends or something book, the last one that I got. I had never done her patterns before, and so I expect patterns to be written similar, and that's not always the case. People have different styles, and I feel like that with her, she probably wants to separate her patterns from other patterns, and and make it feel like you are doing somebody different patterns and not, you know, be like everybody else. You know, she just has her own style of writing, and that's fine. But it is definitely a pattern, the way that it's written, that you really have to pay attention to every single row. You cannot watch TV and do this. Like, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. So here is his little mushroom hat on. I have not sewed it on because, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to use it for this particular body. Now, I haven't even told you anything that I've used. I used a 3.75 millimeter hook. I used big twist yarn, all big twist, in the color toffee, the color white, and then this color is one of their variegateds that they just came out with online called Unicorn Magic, and I really like it a lot. It was my first time using that yarn, or this colorway, and so this is what it looks like. Now, the detail, you can kind of see where I connected. I haven't fixed that yet, but the detail work on this and the shaping of it, this is her, I did the standing body number 2, arm style number 2, and the twisted mushroom hat to go along with it. And it's really cute. I haven't decided how it's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to be back a little bit, but I'm not sure. But as you can tell, the head is a lot smaller than the inside of that. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try the body again and see if maybe I did something wrong. I'm not sure. Because like I said, this was my first time trying it. She does have 4 different body styles. 2 of them are standing and 2 of them are sitting. I don't know. I'm not disappointed in this book at all, like at all, because like you could totally use these accessories for other things. Like I don't really have anything, you know, like on hand that I could stick it on. But you could use it on something else, you know. You could come up with your own, use this as a great reference guide is what I want to say, because there's so many possibilities. There's so many different things that you can add or take away or change or whatever. And I feel like that I want a simpler body. And that's just me. Because there's a lot of pieces to this. There's a lot of different techniques that I had never done before. And since it is a paid for pattern, I can't really go into detail. But the way that it's constructed is different than anything that I've ever done. Now, it's not hard. I'm not saying it's hard, because it's not. I really didn't have trouble understanding the pattern. It was more fiddly because the pieces are so small and the details are so big that it made it a little bit more difficult to handle doing, I guess, like fidgety trying to put it together. The whole entire body is all one piece though. Like you crochet your arms in, your legs, I mean everything. Like you start with the legs, work your way up. You definitely have to follow the way that it's set up. Like you want to make your arms first and, you know, and do all that because it's crocheted in. Fun pattern though, I do have to say it was fun. I was hoping that one of the body styles was going to be a little bit more simpler. So I'm not sure. I just have to try it out some more. So that was a long explanation for this little mushroom guy, but he's so cute. He is cute, and he was worth it. He was worth making. I just expected him to be a little bit easier than what he was. He is cute though. I do like him. I do like him a lot, and I really want some like rainbow sparkly yarn. That's just got in my head. I want to make a mushroom cap with some red sparkly yarn. So you never know. Maybe I'll find me some on the internet that I can order. But that's all that I have for you all. I feel like that I have talked a lot about this one project. But this book is just so amazing. It really is. It's just her style, her pattern writing style is totally different than what I'm used to. So it's different, and you know, sometimes you just takes a while to get used to something different. Now, I did want to share that she does have a book that is coming out next year, and I did see it on Amazon. I don't know if you can pre-order it yet, but I did see the listing for it on Amazon for her Crochet Monsters, and I'm pretty sure it said July of 2024. And then I did see a video on YouTube somewhere, I can't remember, it was like an interview with her, and she was talking about her books, and she said that she got a 4-book deal, so that means that she will probably have another one out next year as well, I'm hoping, because I really do love her books. They're just absolutely beautiful to have. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. But anyway, like I said, if you want an in-depth look at this book, because there's just so much to cover. Like, you just can't, like, you have to have a video completely dedicated to that book. And like I said, go and check out Sam over at Memphis Makes, because she did do a great job on that. And I will, like I said, have Cindy, the Roomy Meal Crochet. Definitely go check out her channel. I absolutely love it too. She's a lot of fun to watch, and I think that you will like it over there. So that's all that I have for you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. Don't forget that the hashtag Fall in Love collab ends on October the 1st. I do ask that if anybody would like to send me pictures of their project, that they have it in by September the 30th. Because I will probably film that video after midnight that day, because that's, you know, I'm a third shift person, so and then release it on the 1st of September or October. I've already got one picture sent to me, which is so much fun. I'm very excited to share with you all my projects, because I have been working on them. I have made 2. I'm not sure if I will be able to make another one or not, but I've already made 2 projects, I will say that, and I can't wait to share them, and I hope that you will stay tuned for that. I have a very busy next couple of weeks, so you probably will not see me until that reveal video, because of work. I have picked up some days at work, so I probably won't be able to make a video again until that reveal video. So until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.